love this comment, but I actually have to agree to disagree with some of what you said, because the idea behind, giving them grace, 100%, but thinking that they're all 2 to 3 years behind their peers does not track with my own experience. So I have 3 neurodivergent children, and I am also ADHD. I did not have the experience of being 2 to 3 years maturity behind my peers. If I'm being honest, I would say that I was probably 4 or 5 years ahead, and that's not to put down on them, but what they found interesting didn't track for me. My friends were always 4 to 5 years older than me, sometimes 10, 15 years older than me, especially when I got in college. I was like, I don't have time for all this play. And if I'm being really honest, it got me in trouble a lot. And I see a lot with my daughter. Thinking I was already an adult, acting and speaking as if I was already an adult. I was disrespectful, or I was out of turn or out of place. And so that is something I think is just the difference in between not only the way neurodivergency shows up in every single person differently, but also in boys and girls. Because in girls, it's often not hyperactivity, it's emotional intensity, dramatic, right? Or instead of being considered immature, it is masking and not telling anyone when your nervous system is dysregulated. And it really just shows how we process the world differently. And so obviously with my son on the spectrum, yes, we have some of those impulse controls that we're working on. But I just wanted to share my experience as a whole with being a child that was maturity-wise ahead, but didn't understand necessarily the social regulation of, okay, well, you might think that, but you're only 10 years old. You can't say that to adults. And so it's a little bit of a struggle for girls.